given to striking members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities to return to the classrooms or be sacked, the lecturers have vowed to obey the decision of their union officials. The Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Julius Okoje, had earlier told journalists in Abuja that the ultimatum had been shifted to enable ASUU carry out the burial ceremony of Professor Festus Siyayi. Our correspondent, Gloria Ume Ezeroke, reports that many chapters of the Lecturers Union are bent on continuing with the strike unless the federal government fulfills all their demands.
The leadership of ASUU itself, during the meeting with the president, could not justify the basis for, on how they arrived at 90 billion. So I cannot just give you 90 billion when you are not even giving me the parameter or the platform or the, what indices you have used to calculate it.
This controversial 97 billion naira earlier demanded by the Academic Staff Union of Universities to pay earned allowances as contained in the 2009 agreement signed between the federal government and ASUU started off the face-off between university teachers and the government. After over 5 months of strike and a meeting with the president on the 4th of November, the leadership of the union has not shifted grounds, dashing hopes of a final resolution of the prolonged impasse in the ongoing strike.
All vice chancellors of federal universities that are currently on strike should immediately...
What appeared to worsen matters after talks was the resume or be sacked ultimatum issued by the supervising Minister of Education.
How easy it is for ministers and governments to take refuge in political blackmail. We shall never succumb to this. Our country is our union's constituency.
Even if you sack the current lecturers and you employ new lecturers, what then happens? Would that mean the end of the problems of the education sector in the country? I don't think that will be it.
Although the federal government had extended the ultimatum to December 9 for ASUU members to resume work or face outright sack in their respective universities, many of the lecturers remained adamant, insisting that only the fulfillment of all conditions would make them compromise their 5-month struggle.
Councils have directed that by the 9th, we now shift that date to the 9th of December to allow those who have traveled to have come back to the city.
I'm afraid it appears the face-off will continue because we will wait for our national leadership to tell us what to do. The whole discussion about money being released started just yesterday. But we are saying, fine, that's a good development. If government in its wisdom thought that, yes, that should be done. But we are simply asking, we are in a civilized society. Government is about procedure. And I'm correct to say that we are in a regime of due process. You understand that? It's normal and natural that government should officially, communicate to ASUU so that that transaction between government and CBN be documented. Then we know that we're making progress.
The University of Abuja, like some others, have begun scanty lectures. Few students were seen on campus, while lecture halls were empty. Here, less than 50 students who have registered are receiving lectures.
At least we have received 2 lectures this week. One was on Monday and another was Wednesday.
Our belief is that, okay, we met with the president, there were some conditions, and let's respect the president and say, okay, we've called off. But then we now expect that the president will also lift his own words. Because, the president cannot say, no, we will not attend to you until you resume, and we cannot also come and say, we will not resume until you attend to us. We cannot continue like that.
Some curious students were also seen milling around the campus in anxious expectation for any favorable news about the strike.
Most of us are looking at the whole thing as if ASUU don't have the interest of the student at heart. And that is why most of us have decided to resume, despite the few who have decided to stay back, not coming to school. We students who are feeling the impact have resumed because we want to be in school. Some of us have other things ahead of us that we want to go into. So keeping us at home don't make any sense. So we are ready to resume. For those lecturers who are ready for us, we are also ready for them.
Now, even though the federal government has presented proof of deposit of the contentious 200 billion naira meant for the funding of universities as demanded by ASUU into the coffers of the Central Bank of Nigeria, the union has so far not blinked in response. Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.